The review isn't showing inside of the business account, but when you're inside your account, it says that it's there. And if you're inside the same profile that you left a review when you go to the business location, it says that it's there. But when you go incognito or check from another account, the actual review isn't there. It's it's just like your pages. It's just like backlinks. It's just like looking at forward-facing index and the actual index, or the search results page and the index. It's the same exact concept. Regardless if it's visible to the user, every single review has a contribution ID or a contributor ID. Every single review, whether it's visible to the public or not, also has been associated to a place. So I want to point this out. See this here? Here's the contribution, and here's the place that it's associated with. Okay? Just like we have backlinks, for instance. You have backlinks when you build backlinks to a specific page. Yes, sometimes they show up in tools, sometimes they show up in Search Console, right? And sometimes they show up in search results. But just because it's not in the search results, the SERP, doesn't mean that that page, if I have a backlink on it, isn't passing juice, because it's actually in the index. You know, this is a great way to think about reviews and contributions from users. When you're acquiring and getting reviews, it's very, very similar. Just because it's not visible and it hasn't made it past their quality filter doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. And I know that for a fact. I have seen consistently, continuously, over and over again, where we're getting results just like this, because I don't know what kind of business you're in, or if you're an SEO, or if you do maps SEO, or what you do. But what I do know is if you are an SEO or you do maps SEO, I'm sure you're in the acquisition of review business, right? You're asking customers for reviews, right? You're acquiring reviews for your clients, right? Acquiring or asking clients, right? We're on the same page here. And as you're getting reviews, even if they're not visible, the client is still getting an edge, right? And I've seen this so many times continuously that even if it's not visible, it's still giving a contribution to the business, and it's still a positive, at least as of today. So when you go in there and you drop the 50 or 10 or 5, whatever the case may be, right? Whether they're visible or not, you're still getting credit. Make sure that we're using location information, make sure we're using our primary keywords, make sure that we're getting the positive pluses. On top of this, I want to point something else out. I don't care where you look, all right? If you're in a competitive space, I don't want to point out any businesses. You could go look for yourself, right? Find a high competition market, law firms, real estate brokers, chiropractors in big cities. Take a look at their reviews that are showcasing. And you tell me if it matters the location in which the review has been derived from. I assure you it doesn't. On top of that, the amount of accounts that are local guide is so little. I've seen that as, the probability of somebody having 30 local guide reviews, highly unlikely. So the big takeaway here, Google tracks everything. So much so, take a look inside your Google business. Those your videos inside your Google business, they're stamping them with your IP. They're tracking it all right? Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Massive takeaway. You're able to take businesses very easily from here to here. I wanted to point out the contribution fact for you. I wanted to point out that every review, regardless if it's visible or not, you're still getting credit for it. So still take your time. Whether you can see them or not, okay? If you're going out there and acquiring them, and they're not being visible, and then you're going in there and laying down more, you may be hurting yourself. You have to stay on a consistent basis. Those are being counted. Just because it's not in the forward-facing index does not mean it's not there. All right? That's the biggest tip that I could give you. This is one of the largest tests that I've been able to prove out this year. is about this. This is really good. And I hope it's helpful for you. All right. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. If you have any questions related to Google Maps, local SEO, Google Business Profiles, anything, doesn't matter. Please feel free, go ahead and ask in the section below. And I always look forward to seeing you in the next local SEO, Google Maps SEO tips video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.